Once again, it's May 6th, Rob Turnside for Cecil TV with a very special guest, a guy I met over at the open mic at Hopkins Brewery a few weeks back, John Dickie. John, welcome to Cecil TV.
Thank you.
We're going to talk music, and you're going to play some music, and it's going to be great.
Yes.
So, I got your CD here, Collapsible B. That was your band in Florida, correct?
That's right. I just moved up from Florida about 4 months ago, and they're still together, and we still have gigs booked, but slightly different lineup. But we have a piano player now and a really good lead guitar player, and there's no slouches in that band. So
right.
It's a very
including you, I heard you.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Up here, you're kind of playing as a solo, correct?
Yes, for now. I do have a bass player that's interested in playing, and I've put out some feelers for a drummer, but there's no real band yet here.
Right. So you've played, you go down to Florida and do festivals with your previous band and concerts and stuff like that. And then come back up here, right? Yeah,
we're trying to hold on. It's running me into the poorhouse, but we're trying to hold on to two houses right now.
Right.
So that we can go back and forth. And there's a lot of opportunities down there. There's a lot of festivals down there, and I've worked for years, and I've gotten into a lot of them. And we finally get noticed by some people, and so I don't want to give that up completely.
Right.
But it's a little more of a challenge. It's a lot of driving.
Yeah, I noticed your Florida tags on your cool little van out there.
I still have Florida tags on my truck, yes.
Yeah, it looks like a nice little band. Now, you play guitar. Are there other instruments you play as well?
Yes, I'm a drummer as well. I'm also a bass player. I'm a harmonica player. I'm a singer, obviously. And I'm sort of a hack piano player. I have the room full of monkeys on typewriters approach, where I just go in and play, and eventually something sounds right. And so I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so I'll go back and focus on that.
So you played, and your style, it's pretty eclectic, really.
It is. It really is. I mean, I started out, believe it or not, in punk rock in the early 90s. Baltimore had a very fertile scene, and there were many bands that were completely different, but they were all good.
Right.
And I like to think we were included in that lineup. We used to go up and down 95 to New York and play in some of the clubs in D.C., and you don't make any money, of course, but you're sitting in the front of a pickup truck with three guys driving 4 hours.
Yeah.
But
Been there, done that.
It's all part of it. And eventually I went back, when I went to Florida originally about 18 years ago, there's some monster finger pickers down there. I mean, very, very good finger pickers. So that really influenced me in how I write and how I play. I'm actually playing around with a blues band now too. I'm kind of trying to get back into learning how to hold a pick again and how to enunciate those notes and things. But I'm kind of all over the map.
So you have played, John, at the State Theater in Havre de Grace.
I did. I played 2 open mics there.
What a great venue.
And I love that venue. It has somehow avoided the wrecking ball and somehow avoided gentrification. And it's just a real gem. Big shout out to Tricia and everybody there. They have a sound. I mean, if you want to do an open mic, they give you 3 songs, and you're on a real stage in a real theater with a real sound man, and it just doesn't get any better than that.
It is quite beautiful. And you know, I just got to thinking, we had a woman on the show talking about second Fridays in Northeast because Havre de Grace has their first Fridays. They ought to have you play down there in Havre de Grace on first Friday.
Well, if things work out, we'll see. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'd love to. We did our first Friday this past Friday, actually. That was the first one we went to. And there's a lot of things going on in Havre de Grace. It's a very eclectic place to live. We've been there for about 4 months, and there's a lot going on. And we're right downtown, so we can walk to these events. We can walk down to the promenade.
That's nice.
We're in the middle of it.
If it's a nice day Saturday, I'll be playing at the farmer's market.
Okay.
9 to 12.
Okay.
Fresh food, all homemade and stuff like that.
Come see you.
Anyway, you're going to play some songs for us tonight.
Sure.
Original tunes.
Yes.
One you were talking about was about a dog burying a bone in the yard.
It's a song called Bone in the Ground, and it was written after I had a little chihuahua for 13 years. And after he passed away, he didn't bury a bone, but I did have a dog that used to literally bury a bone. Would go out in the, in the field and
Right.
dig a hole and put the bone in.
And then they cover it up with their nose.
Yeah, and I always thought, well, that's kind of their insurance policy. They know it's there, and they can go find it whenever they need to. And I thought people are like that too, in a way that, in the end, I took care of him, and somebody hopefully will take care of me.
Right.
So I'm going to take care of you.
Right.
And so in a way, that's kind of where I got the idea that's your bone in the ground. But once you hear the lyrics, it'll make more sense. It's not a scary song or anything.
I will look forward to listening to it. Anything else we need to get into, John, before the music?
Well, it's good. I really appreciate your time.
All right.
Thanks for
Look
bringing
forward
me
to
in.
listening. Thank you.
Thank you.